I wish I'd known that everyone felt the same way I did when I arrived. Everyone was nervous and no one really knew anyone. That it's all just about putting yourself out there.
You get a gut feeling sometimes. You're like, I've got to go here. And even though it was 6 hours away from my hometown, I was like, I've just got to go for it.
Anglia Ruskin University, my goodness me, what a year.
You will meet so many people that will help you when you apply for future things after you graduate, and there's always something to do and people to meet that will benefit you in the future.
We all get involved in new things. There are lots of things going on every single day, and I'm always involved in something.
Meeting students here was the first inspiration I got.
It's amazing because I feel like I'm at home.
And the winner is Chris Cook.
I genuinely couldn't achieve what I have achieved without my degree, so thank you to Anglia Ruskin University for helping me with that. This award just says that you're on the right path, not only for my own career, but for inspiring future generations to do what I do. If I could give one piece of advice for future graduates, go all in, commit to it, go full in on it, get that dream.
Winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award, Professor Amari Gasta.
And I should really thank Anglia Ruskin University for starting me off in my life journey.
We are so proud of you, all that you have achieved throughout your journey at ARU.
Good evening, everyone. Please do take a seat. On behalf of the Academic Registrar, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to Chelmsford Cathedral for tonight's ARU graduation ceremony. We have all gathered here to celebrate your success, the class of 2020. Well, what a year it has been. I am sure, like many others, that you had your doubts over the last 18 months as to whether we would get to a graduation ceremony and have the chance to celebrate your successes. However, we have got here at last, and very well done to you all for simply completing your studies under such unprecedented circumstances. Graduation ceremonies follow a tradition that dates back to the 15th century, and it is a tradition which has evolved since. Roughly translated, graduation means taking a step, and graduation symbolises the move of the former student, now called a graduand, into a new role in society as a graduate, where they will use the skills and talents developed during their studies to contribute to the future advancement of society. As each graduand crosses the stage, they will pause and bow to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, who will respond in kind to acknowledge their success and, moreover, to symbolise their transition to their new role as graduate. We will applaud them for their success so far, but also in anticipation of the contribution we expect them to make to society in the future. At the conclusion of our ceremony, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor will formally admit all new graduates into the community of scholars, and as new members of the community, as the academic procession leaves the stage, the new graduates will join the procession, and that will bring the ceremony to a close. During proceedings, those graduating with higher research degree awards will have their hood placed on them by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor to indicate that they have attained the very highest levels of academic achievement. So it is now time to begin our formal proceedings. I thereby declare the ceremony to be in session, and I call upon Deputy Vice-Chancellor Professor Aletta Norval to address you. Deputy Vice-Chancellor.
As Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, I'm delighted to join you today at your graduation ceremony. First of all, to all those graduating today, my congratulations on reaching this milestone and graduating from your chosen course. Today is a day of great celebration. It's an opportunity for each of you to take stock, reflect, and celebrate your achievements to date, but also to look forward to the exciting careers that stretch out in front of you. And whatever career you enter, you are the future. You now have the opportunity and the responsibility to embrace and promote change, to implement new ideas and new ways of working. The passion, energy, and commitment that led you to undertake your ARU degree and gave you the strength and resilience to succeed in that task can now be applied to build your careers and realizing your aspirations. Whether your future lies in education, health, social care, business, law, science, technology, or the arts, with your passion and your expertise, you really can now make a difference, helping society address the challenges that we all face, nationally and globally. And we will have succeeded in our task if we helped you to develop the skills, confidence, and determination to influence and lead your professions, to promote change and achieve your ambitions. As well as serving our students, we at ARU are fully committed to serving our region and the communities in which we are based. Economic development, social inclusion, business support, tackling health inequalities. These are all fundamentally important elements of our mission, transforming lives through innovative, inclusive, entrepreneurial education and research. And our reach extends well beyond the eastern region in which we are based. We are a genuinely global community of students and researchers. We attract students from over 185 countries, and they flourish with us because they find a second home here. And our researchers, too, have worldwide reach and impact. Research that has real, tangible impact on people's lives was given a new urgency in 2020, and our researchers responded rapidly to the COVID-19 outbreak by committing to research that would help us understand and develop interventions to address the significant impact the pandemic was having on communities locally, nationally, and internationally. Their work included research into ways of speeding up coronavirus testing, a public health study on the impact of self-isolation, and an investigation into drug combinations that could reduce complications in COVID-19 patients. So in our research, as in our education, we are having real, tangible impacts on people's lives, and that's something of which we can all be proud. In 2020, we were announced as the higher education partner in ARU Peterborough, a new 30 million employment-focused university due to open in 2022. This exciting initiative will provide both life-changing opportunities for many local people who may not have previously considered university and deliver a skilled workforce that will meet employers' needs. We're also delighted to have been chosen to train new officers for the Metropolitan Police, as well as 7 police forces across the eastern region, as part of a national overhaul of police training. And our students won innumerable prizes, including the Student Social Worker of the Year, Student Nurse of the Year, the V&A Illustrator of the Year, and the World Illustration Award. But above all, we define our success as a university by the positive impact we have on the lives of our students and the communities we serve. And for us to succeed, we will need your support, our newest alumni. The support we receive from our alumni and our friends really matter, adding value to the education we provide our students and supporting our researchers to push boundaries. So please help us build new links with your networks and your professions and spread the word about your university. Before I close, I would like to pay special tribute to your families and friends who have provided you with their constant support throughout your education. You and we owe them our sincere gratitude. I would also like to acknowledge and thank my colleagues, the staff right across Anglia Ruskin University, for their tireless commitment and professionalism and their profound contribution to all aspects of your courses. So once again, my warmest congratulations to you all. I do hope you enjoy your day. I wish you well wherever your ARU degree takes you, and please do stay in touch. ARU is your university for life, and our success and yours are inextricably linked. Thank you.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, thank you. We now come to our main business for today's ceremony, the presentation to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of those receiving awards today. And I now call upon the Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Dean of Faculty, Professor Nigel Harrison, to come to the podium to present to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor graduands from the Faculty of Health, Education, Medicine and Social Care.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present to you graduands from the Faculty of Health, Education, Medicine and Social Care. For the award of Bachelor of Science, Applied Health Studies, Emma Louise Needs. For the award of Foundation Degree in the Sciences, Assistant Practitioner, Nursing, Zoe Eileen Audrey Brown. Amy Andrea Dobes. Sarah Jane Franklin. Nicola Tracy Gillen. Kaylee Joanna Gray. Bessie Hardy. Susan Elizabeth Kirby. Michelle Teresa Legg. Anne Mann. Patrick James Marshall. Lauren Jane Oldfield. Ashley Elizabeth Patton. Rebecca Louise Southgate. Maisie Ann Tully. Julia Joanne Williams. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Community Specialist Practitioner, District Nursing, Georgina Asand. For Luke Yetundi Osunai. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Midwifery, Michelle Elizabeth Barker. Amy Marie Bloomfield. Bidemi Timoto Bura Imo. Laura Coates. Sophie Donovan. Florence Deuce. Chloe Alison Doust. Chloe Amber Earl. Georgia Polly Eastwood. Alex Elsie. Abigail Fiveri Ear. Adara Fessy. Rebecca Foley. Alison French. Tara Samantha Louise Fretwell. Emma Jane Ganley. Lauren Gell. Tiara Grant. Alexandra Jennifer Green. Shannon Bernadette Griffiths. Anna Victoria Hodge. Jessica Hudson. Georgia Lovise. Sean Matthews. Toyin Angelique Miller. Amy Constance Murphy. Abigail Diana Nelson. Lauren Nichols. Linda Catherine Peggs. Ellie Louise Pert. Olivia Rose Pigthal. Millie Rihanna Root. Natasha Rowden. Amber Sage. Jade Sell. Madeline Billy Simmons. Josephine Stacey. Hayley Valentine Howard. Anna Zampino. Gertrude Zawiwi. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that partially completes the list of graduates for me to present to you today.
Professor Nigel Harrison, thank you. We have many distinguished academics at ARU, and I would like to ask one of them, Karen Bartholomew, Deputy Head of School, to come to the podium to offer a few words. Karen.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. It's a great honour to be here today to speak to you on this day of graduation. ARU is extremely proud of its graduates, and I am extremely proud of all of you here today. Many of you are not only receiving a degree today, but also a professional qualification. A qualification that will allow you to work in your chosen profession. I know these qualifications have not come easily. For most of you, the journey to graduation will have held many challenges. Your beliefs may have been challenged by the things that you've seen and heard, and you may have found it challenging to hold on to your values that you hold dear. You've faced the challenges of meeting deadlines for assignments, the challenges of meeting the competing demands of family, friends and placements. The challenge of working in a health service where no 2 days are the same, and just when you think you know what you're doing, your placement changes and you have to start all over again. And particularly, these last couple of years, the challenge of working in a global pandemic, which has impacted on every aspect of life. As a student, it's easy to feel like you're a small part of a big machine, unsure of the difference you're making. Not only did you rise to the challenge of the pandemic, but you have made a huge difference to those in your care and a valuable contribution to the NHS in these difficult times. Your hard work and dedication has not gone unnoticed, and you're all considered to be part of the NHS family. And now you've made it to this day. You have demonstrated that you have the tenacity to stick with it. You have demonstrated that you have the ability to meet the required academic standards, and that you have the ability to provide a higher standard of patient care. You now have the opportunity to join the professions that have long been held in high esteem by the whole of society. Professions that continue to adapt to changes and challenges, and professions that will continue to support you throughout your career. As I look back on my own career as both a nurse and a midwife, I can remember the many experiences that I've had that have changed me and made me the person that I am today. And what I've found is this, that in order to succeed in whatever you do in the future, you will need direction, integrity, and a willingness to take risks and challenge yourself. I took the risk of leaving a job I loved in a midwife-led unit to take up the challenge of a newly developed role in this university. I left friends and colleagues and a job I was good at to do something I'd never done before. It was the best decision I've ever made and led to the job that I'm doing now. It was a decision that I've never regretted. So take the risk, embrace the challenge, and you never know where you might end up. We hope that we've started you on your journey and can continue to walk alongside you, encouraging you and supporting your aspirations to become everything that you aspire to be. This afternoon, as you sit in your foundery, we are really, really proud of you. You are well-rounded, intelligent, and passionate professionals, and you are ready to make a significant contribution to our society. So in summary, you are the jewels in our crown. You are our finest work. You are our greatest achievement. We will always be here to support you, but you did this. You got here today. You will take those risks in the future and take the next steps. Many congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Karen, thank you very much. We now continue with the presentation of those receiving awards today, and I call upon Professor Nigel Harrison to return to the podium to continue the presentation to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of graduands from the Faculty of Health, Education, Medicine and Social Care. Professor Nigel Harrison.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to continue the presentation of graduands from the Faculty of Health, Education, Medicine and Social Care. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Nursing, Child, Charlotte Isabella Adnams. Natalie Boateng. Natalie Jade Yasmin Botterill. Ellie Buchanan. Megan Campbell. Shannon Crowley. Brogan Elizabeth Devlin. Melissa Piedad dos Santos Rodriguez. Ayo Kunli Belinda Fadeni. Chloe Jade Handley. Corinne Harper. Emily Ann Charlotte Caroline Jacob. Sumya Kanam. Jacinda Nayakanyu Mabakia. Ashley McIlroy. Salsa Biela Moelin. Hanija Namayanja. Alice Najaroj. Georgia Dalia Platt. Bayeshta Raufi. Chloe May Sanders. Heidi Jade Sargent. Danielle Leanne Taylor. Shannon Tyrell. Laura Willoughby. Melissa Lee Witherington. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Nursing, Mental Health, Abby Dedenley. Solomon Aluimi Adelewal. Samuel Safo Ahmed G. Gidri Veronica Ambrasi Visian. Mike Bafor Awua. Precious Bango. Arinsi Nonso Shajum. Mohammed Yassin Doma. Francisca Afuenyu Ianin Yaya Afo Kanzi. Marjaku Talavero Goshen. Ni Olo Alaba Wushi. Sebastian Aika. Tawanda Kelvin Kanyimi. Aikinbode Hamed Lawal. Sindile Winnie Nadalovu. Rosaline Uchena Nawakama. Konwandi Nararenda. Bukola Obey Omei. Patty Ogbadi. Victor Obozo. Jibemi Osola Osi Feso. Matthew Ozonu. Boleji Adebola Basirat Sodig. George Lee Spicer. Freya Turner. Becky Alu Wesson Ian Uwafo. Aka Sawusa Sawa Williams. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma, Advanced Community Specialist Practitioner, District Nursing, Kimberly Davis. Lynn Louise Middleton. For the award of Master of Science, Advanced Midwifery Practice, Dominique Blaine Gardner. Justine Samantha Mitchell Bendry. Kimberly Hope Jennifer Morris. Catherine Susan Nile. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma, Child and Adolescent Mental Wellbeing, Holly May Baines. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma, Mental Health, Patricia Mukandara. For the award of Master of Science, Mental Health, Miranda Francis Forsey. Suzette Morfide Goodlit. Mylene Gradell. Arjiri Joyce Akapovi. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that completes the list of graduands for me to present to you today.
Professor Nigel Harrison, thank you. Many congratulations to you all. In addition to your success, there are many fellow graduands with whom you studied but are not attending today's ceremony for a variety of reasons. In their absence, would you please join me in acknowledging their success? We are now nearing the end of the ceremony, but I would first like to ask Amber Sage, one of our wonderful new graduates, to come to the podium to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of those receiving awards today. Amber.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates, it is my pleasure to offer the vote of thanks today from myself and on behalf of all the graduates. We started this rollercoaster journey together 4 years ago as complete strangers, together with a common goal. We have achieved wonders. We never thought that when we started, we would have a worldwide pandemic thrown at us, but I believe that for myself and my fellow graduates, it has made us more determined, strong, and resilient. I'm sure that you will all agree with me that we've faced numerous challenges which we've had to overcome. We have provided care and support to a variety of families through an array of life-changing times. We've been present with those coming into the world, those coming to an end, those grieving loved ones, and those celebrating the miracle of new life. We're now embracing our chosen careers and professions, and we couldn't have done it without the support of those around us. Firstly, we would like to thank all the lecturers who assisted in guiding us into who we are today, who were there for us when we needed them, and who gave us a shoulder to cry on. To the senior staff and assortment of staff behind the scenes here at Anglia Ruskin University, from the librarians to student support to those keeping us fed and watered in the canteen. Without each and every one of you, we would not have thrived in our studies and be here today. To the practice development teams, mentors, supervisors, and staff on placements, we thank you for being patient with us when needed, teaching us and moulding us into the professionals we always aim to be. To our friends and family, you have cared for and supported us when we have spent our day caring for and supporting others. Although sometimes you have no idea what we're saying because we speak in medical jargon a lot, you have continued to take an interest in our journeys and cheered us on unconditionally. Lastly, I would like to thank my fellow graduates who stand here today as not only colleagues, but friends. We have supported one another through things that others may not understand, and I'm sure you will agree, we have made friends for life. Finally, I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates on achieving not only their own personal goals, but also our common goal of becoming professionals and overcoming each hurdle that we've faced on our journey to where we are today. Thank you.
Amber, thank you and very well done. I now call for one final time on Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Aletta Norval, to address the new graduates.
And now will all those who have been presented to me here on the stage please stand. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, I hereby admit you to the degrees, diplomas and awards for which you've been presented to me here today. As a member now of the community of scholars, take all that you have learned into society and uphold the values of freedom of thought and scholarship. Our warmest congratulations to you all.
Honoured guests, that brings us to the end of the ceremony, and I hereby declare proceedings closed. Can I now please ask you all to stand for the academic procession?